guys, this is Jock here, and I just want to give you a very quick understanding from the selfishness of grief. And I don't mean that to sound really negative in any way, but and if I jump around, I've just got a new camera and I'm still trying to work it. But a lot of people will say, I've had a lot of messages, and a lot of people will ask, I can't hear my loved one anymore. When they passed, I had signs and I heard them. And I need them to be around me now. I must have their feeling or their energy around me and stuff like that. So let me just put something to you. If you were busy living your life, and you were enjoying yourself, or you were doing something, or you were working, and somebody was demanding your time all the time, wouldn't you actually feel a little bit, well, kind of annoyed about it, that they're encroaching on your time? Well, you've got to understand, there's a selfishness in grief. And that doesn't mean for me to be negative in any way. What I'm trying to do is let you understand that our loved ones are still living. They're still alive, but they have to live their life in the spirit world. They have to be educated in the spirit world. They have to enjoy themselves in the spirit world. They have to go and do what they want to do, whether it's learn to play a musical instrument, learn, how to study some other thing, or whether to help other souls across. So they may not be there at your beck and call, but that doesn't mean that they're detached from you. It doesn't mean that they're away from you. All it means is that they're actually living their life. And it doesn't preclude you from reaching out to them. It doesn't preclude you from saying, hey mom, hey dad, I want to know if you're around me and stuff like that. But just don't have this selfish thought that I need it now. I need them to talk to me now. I need to see them, feel them, hear them now. Because in your grief, you're being a little bit selfish, because you need to understand that they're not dead. They're living their life in the spirit world. And whilst they're still attached to you with cords and bonds of love, you have to give them time to learn about the new environment. You have to give them time to start to live their life in the spirit. You can put a thought out to them, and they'll feel you, and they'll let you know that they're near, and they'll come around you. But you've got to try and get away from this demanding attitude that I must have them and I must feel them. And I don't mean to be negative. I'm trying not to be negative at all. But just to give you a little bit of understanding of the fact that if they were constantly around you, if they were constantly just hanging around, what kind of life would they have? What kind of life in the spirit world do they have when you're demanding that they're there all the time? That you're demanding their presence around you? Because you are selfish in the way that you must have them. You need them. You need to know that they're around you. You need to. You. Start thinking a little bit about them too. You can say, I know you're around me, and I understand you're around me, and I felt you before. And when the time is right, I'll feel you again. Or I'm going to meditate at some point in the next day or two, or I'm going to do something. Let me know that you're around. Don't be annoyed that you might not feel them. And also remember, your grief is like a cloud. It's like a fog that's heavy, it's laden, it's on you. And sometimes if your grief is worse, you create that barrier even more. And so it's difficult, even though they may be there communicating with you, that barrier is already brought up by your grief, and so you can't communicate. So try and think about things just a little bit, right? Okay, I need to know that you're around me, but I need to know you're around me in your time. And I know and I believe in the afterlife. I believe that you're there. I believe you're in heaven. I believe you're in the spirit world. By you giving them the okay to live is going to make your connection that much stronger. Because it's not all about you, it's about them too. And so whilst this might feel a little bit of a, kind of slap and a kick up the bum, it's not meaning to be negative in any way. I mean it in a very loving way. I've been through grief many times, and I understand that there's a point where I've got to let them live their life as well, and just build on our connection, build on our bonds of love, and realize that they're not going to be at my every beck and call, but they will be there. And the more that you realize that they're there, and the more that you accept and allow them to grow spiritually, will also allow you to grow spiritually, and you will get a closer connection with your loved ones. I hope that helped a little bit. It's only a very quick explanation. It saves me writing everything out. And I don't mean it, as I said, in a negative way. I just want you to understand that they have a life there. They have a life in the spirit. So, whilst you're grieving and whilst you're missing them so much, you've still got to let them live their life. And in that way, your connection will get stronger. God bless.